Hey there, this is Janetta from Janetta's Vendetta, and you're taking the smooth ride with Dave White on Whitester Radio Smooth Jazz.
Hey Janetta, which jazz artists have been your biggest influences?
My major influences, let's see, I have been called a cross between Sade, the vocalist, and Miles Davis, which is quite an accolade. But believe it or not, growing up I listened mostly to Ella Fitzgerald, who is my vocal hero, Patti LaBelle, Chaka Khan, Sarah Vaughan.
What was, or maybe I should ask, who was the inspiration to Behind Those Eyes?
I was with a guy, we were together for many years, and I felt, that we weren't really going anywhere.
Hi, this is Beverly Breemers, and you're going back to 1972 with Dave White on Whitester Radio. The 70s, a disc jockey in San Jose suddenly started playing Don't Say You Don't Remember. All of a sudden they started getting requests, and this song that we thought we were done with, suddenly this record was a hit. Again, in many, many areas. It was literally on the Billboard charts for 9 months. And anyone who was in radio at the time, maybe you, Dave, remember that it was the song that just was there forever and just wouldn't go away.
Hi, this is Rod Novak of King Harvest, and you're going back to 1973 with Dave White on Whitester Radio, the 70s.
Hey Rod, how did King Harvest get started?
Well, David, you can't talk about King Harvest really without going back to Ithaca, New York, and Cornell in the 1960s. This one night was just perfect, It was supernatural. Nobody fighting, nobody too drunk, too stoned, whatever, and Sherman was just awestruck at how great it all was. He walked back in his house and sat down the piano in the middle of it all and knocked out a little song called Dancing in the Moonlight.
It's time for the show to test your rock and roll knowledge of 1960s music. It's Whitester Trivia. Whitester Trivia. Whitester Trivia. It's time to pay tribute to those 60s hitmakers that went on to rock and roll heaven. All month long, Whitester Radio is celebrating 50 years of Beatlemania. Strap yourself in. It's time to take the smooth ride. I'm Dave White, and for the next hour, we'll be featuring the up-and-coming smooth jazz artists. So, buckle up those seatbelts. It's time to take the smooth ride. Whitester Radio Classic Rock presents the story behind Band on the Run, the words and music of Paul McCartney and Wings. Whitester Radio The 80s presents The Making of Michael Jackson's Bad, featuring the music of Michael Jackson and interviews with co-producer Quincy Jones.
Welcome to Deep Cuts from the 60s with your host, the one and only Dave White.
Don't forget about Larry Tate on Bewitched. Let's get the groovy little tunies off and rolling. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Back to the 70s.
Now here's your host, Dave White.
Sherman, Mr. Peabody, put me in the Wayback Machine and set the dial to 1971. I just want to celebrate a groovy day in the groovy 1970s.